Testing, testing. Testing.
What's up, Bella? That definitely wasn't a foul. I saw the video. Ref was just being soft.
Yeah, that ref was not a good one.
Testing. Okay, a little windy. We'll see if we can do something about that, but we're about 10 minutes from the start. Atlantic Shores versus Cape Henry in baseball. What are you doing? No. I was like, what are you doing? Just wandering around?
What up, Leagues?
Arguably the best coach I've ever watched. And it's not as if he's easy on his players. He holds you accountable, but he seems to do it in a way where he's beloved. Yeah, I get why guys live and die with soccer. Why your Grant Shepherds and your Sebastian Ganyabis and your Jack Heiners. But you also get your Joe Tobins and your Clay Willisons, hell, your Preston McCollums and your Cooper Angles. That's not Cooper's go-to sport, but he won't miss a soccer practice.
Cooper was so good this past season.
They have a chance.
We had States.
They have a chance. Yeah, it's a shame. I got to write an article in the North Ender magazine, or one of those magazines, and I'm writing it about Cape soccer. Yeah, well, it would have been, if nothing else, it would have been fun to be back in the Final Four and go up there. And again, it probably would have been 1-2 with you and St. Chris, but your semifinal game always would be a good game. It wouldn't have been it would have been a collegiate or a Paul VI or an O'Connell or an Ireton. It wouldn't have been a TCIS school this year.
I don't know if those schools would have even played because of COVID.
Right, but I'm saying even if they did, I mean, you're looking at, this is what's cracking me up about looking at some of the seedings, and that's what's great for our girls basketball program. The next 2 seasons is we're Division II. So for girls hoops, Division II, you're not worried about, well, obviously you want to win the TCIS first and foremost, but you're not, if Catholic is that much better than us, whatever. We got to be as good as teams like Norfolk Collegiate, Norfolk Christian, right? Like, you know, Miller is, there's some very good D2 schools. I'm not saying we could go and say we can win a state title, but it's not unrealistic with Chloe and Monica and Jillian and this Madeline Keogh and Gabby Clark and some of the girls that we have playing, and to say we can qualify for the tournament and win a game and then get to the semifinals, you know, like. Some of these guys would be interesting to see. Personality-wise, leadership-wise, and the skill set range, seemingly behind Bryce are, you know, some other men that want to play baseball. You know what I mean? Yeah. Like you guys, even in the cross program, I don't know what happens once Gav, once the Gav gives contracts.
Because right now I think
There will be. You'll get more guys to come out.
there's 10 guys. There's 10 seniors.
You got 8th graders. Or kids that are 7th graders now that are playing. Like, it might be lean. Still nothing. Oh, it hasn't started.
Yeah, there's.
That's why it's still nothing.
Come on, Dale.
All right. So we got umpires. We got ball clubs. We're gonna get some baseball going. Dolphins, Atlantic Shores. Dolphins stepping out of conference today to take on Atlantic Shores. They are. Let's see if we can find a little info on them here. Dolphins come into this game 9-3. And the Dolphins are going to have junior Justin Philbrick on the mound today.
Yeah, 3.
So Dolphins will come out with Philbrick on the mound and McCadden die catching. Parker White at first. Believe that's Yoon. Yoon back at school and in the lineup. Great to see. Yoon Che at second. Josh Holland at short. Jack Wickham at third. And the outfield left to right is Kenny Shadle, Bryce Jones, and Harper Cox. Again, Dolphins come into this game with a 9-3 record, stepping out of conference before they go back into conference on Friday against their rival Norfolk Academy over at Norfolk. Give me 1 second here and let our center fielder know one thing. Hey Bryce, we got a ball in center field. All right. Just don't want our fleet-footed center fielder to slip and fall as he makes a grab, although we're hoping Atlantic Shores doesn't put any balls there today. Alright, so for the Seahawks, they come in at 13-7. Their most recent games were a 17-0 win over Broadwater Academy, and they defeated Norfolk Academy on last Thursday, 13-5. So they've played some other TCIS teams. They defeated Norfolk Christian. Lost to Walsingham and beat. Oh, that's not Hampton Roads Academy. That's Norfolk Christian Academy. So, but they're having a nice season, and they've come on over today on a sunny, windy Wednesday, windy Wednesday. A little alliteration to get us going here. So we're going to have a little chat at the mound before we get going, as we always do. And then we are going to start what should be a nice out-of-conference game between the Seahawks of Atlantic Shores Christian and our Dolphins of Cape Henry Collegiate. Again, Philbrick on the mound, junior right-hander. And as soon as we get a little action here on our game changer, I'll give you the batter, but left-handed hitter comes up to the plate for for Atlantic Shores Christian. First pitch of the game, 4:30. Philbrick, swing and a miss. Counts 0-1. Here we are on the top of the first, Atlantic Shores, Cape Henry. Philbrick comes set with the pitch, and that ball's foul off to the right. Doing a little filming and audio today, so as I like to say, both will be mediocre. Alright, 0-2 pitch. Philbrick comes set, and here's the pitch. Ball's hit hard to the second baseman, Yoon. Yoon throws it over to Parker White, and there's one away. Nicely done. Welcome back, Yoon. Good to see you. Alright. So that was Joe Fredericks that grounded out. Joe's a sophomore over at Atlantic Shores. Heck of a pitcher and a solid young man. Alright, now batting for Atlantic Shores. Their second batter is Jay Patnack, and he takes up for ball one. Here's the pitch. It's a little high, 2-0. Philbrick falls behind the number 2 hitter for Atlantic Shores. 2-0 pitch on the way. Up and out. So we're going to go 3-0. 3-0 count on Philbrick. Here's the pitch. Right down Broadway. So clearly looks like the number 2 hitter is taken all the way there, and he takes a strike. It is now 3 balls and 1 strike for Justin Philbrick. Here's the pitch. Inside and up. Free pass to the number 2 hitter, and that's going to bring up the number 3 hitter in the lineup. D. Doran. D. Doran, big right-hander, comes to the plate. 1 on. Looks like that must be their catcher, because Atlantic Shores is going to grab a courtesy runner. So I believe Mr. Fredericks is pitching, so that would keep him on the bases if he was there. So it must be the catcher. So number 3 hitter, big boy, comes to the plate. D. Doran. And here's the pitch. So Philbrick looking for his control right now, trying to find the zone. That pitch is up, so he starts Doran out with a ball. So it's a 1-0 count. Big number 3 hitter. Philbrick comes set. And here's the pitch. The ball's hit. Could be a double play. Holland over to Yoon. Yoon over to Parker White. 6-4-3. Wipe it off the board, and the Dolphins get a 1-2-3 inning. Well done. Nice pitching. So fell behind, walked the number 2 hitter, then induced the 3 hitter into a 1-0 ground ball. Really nicely turned by Josh Holland to Yoon Che. Yoon to Parker, and we'll go 6-4-3. And now we'll head to the bottom of the first inning with the score 0-0. No runs, no hits, 1 base on ball, nobody left. Alright, so in between innings, I can tell you our girls soccer team is prepping for their big game against Norfolk Academy tomorrow, and we're going to film it right here on Cape Henry TV. So we'll be over to watch the Dolphins battle the Bulldogs in girls soccer for a TCIS battle and matchup. And sitting to my left and working the radar gun and live streaming this to all the pro scouts are Jerry L. Adejobi and AJ Rosenbloom. They're, oh, that's not AJ. He looks like AJ a little bit. Dylan Magruder, he doesn't have a radar gun. AJ has the radar gun. Dylan seems to have a shoe. Alright, so left-handed Joe Fredericks is going to take the mound for Atlantic Shores. Strong left-hander. Happened to have the opportunity to see Joe pitch quite a bit last summer, and Joe can pitch. That is for sure. So Dolphins are in for one of the better arms that I think they'll see this year. Joe's throws hard, moves the ball around the plate well, and he is one heck of a competitor. So left-hander's taking his warm-up pitches, and the Dolphins will start the game out the way we've started every game out this year, with senior captain center fielder Bryce Jones leading us off. Bryce will be followed in the lineup by shortstop Josh Holland, and batting third, first baseman freshman Parker White. Alright, catcher throws it down. We're going to get started. Jones, senior lefty, center fielder, will be taking his brain and bat to Old Dominion University up the road, where he will continue his baseball career for the current nationally ranked ODU baseball program. And here we go. Fredericks gonna face Jones. Bottom of 1. Outside. First pitch outside. So Fredericks is gonna start Jones off. Look like a fastball. A 1 pitch coming. Or excuse me, 1-0 pitch coming from Fredericks. Here's the pitch. Jones takes just up. Just up. So Fredericks just misses there. He's going to run the count to 2-0. On the Dolphin leadoff hitter, Bryce Jones. We're bottom of the first here, Atlantic Shores versus Cape Henry. Fredericks comes set. And Jones takes away, and it's 3-0 to the leadoff hitter. Fredericks a little frustrated early on, looking for that zone. Been very close on the 2 of those 3 pitches, so 3-0 pitch on the way. Jones taken all the way, and that's right down the middle, so it's going to be 3-1. Three-1 pitch. Jones hits one foul down the line. We'll go full count.
Heard you needed a gun.
All good, but you can't. If you sit in here, you can't talk as well. All right, so we do have AJ Rosenbloom now, and he has his gun out, so he'll give us a speed on Fredericks here in a second. Here's Fredericks on the 3-2, and Jones fouls another one back, stays alive. Nice at bat for senior Bryce Jones. AJ had that clocked in between 83.5 and 84. Fredericks sits at about 88, so he'll get it going. 3-2 pitch coming again. Jones steps in.
Taking over the gun for him.
And Jones takes low and away. Nice at bat and a leadoff walk for senior Bryce Jones. So speed on the base pass right away.
How'd that 101 track?
Kilometers. All right, Fredericks is now going to face junior shortstop Josh Holland. Holland got us out of the last inning, turning a great 6-4, starting the turn on a great 6-4-3 double play. Jones with a lead off of first. Fredericks, left-hander comes set. And Holland fouls one back. All right, so Fredericks ahead early here in the count. 0-1, right-hander, Holland, ready to go. Holland takes low. That ball gets to the backstop. Jones gets a late jump, but he's going to steal that easily. So catcher threw that down anyway. Cape has got a, there's not much distance between home and our backstop. So Jones saw that, made a break for it, and easily beat that one. So Dolphins right away with a runner in scoring position. 1-1. Fredericks looking for his strike zone early. All right, here we go. Fredericks is ready to go. Holland's ready for the 1-1 pitch. Holland takes low and away. That one squirts behind the catcher. Jones didn't have a great view of that. If he did, he'd be at third. So it's 2-1 now. Holland gets ahead of the count. Left-hander set. Little peek at Jones. And here's the pitch. Holland takes up 3-1. Top of one, no score. Jones on second. Holland ready for the 3-1 pitch. Holland hits a chopper, which is going to squeeze through. All right, so Jones hesitates there as he should, not going to run himself into an out. I believe that'll be called a hit for Holland, so that's a single. Dolphins now with runners at first and third and nobody out. That ball was chopped right down the in between the shortstop and third baseman, just couldn't come up with it. Squeezes through. I'm calling it a hit. I'm not the official scorer, but today I'm calling that a hit. All right, freshman Parker White comes to the plate. Parker has been red hot all season long. Young man has stepped into a role and has done a heck of a job swinging the bat and pitching for the Dolphins as well. Left-hander, first baseman and pitcher. Chance to get the Dolphins on the board early. Nobody out. Here's the pitch. White hits the ball hard into left field. Easily scores Jones. And Parker White with an RBI, and the Dolphins are up 1-0. Well done. First pitch he sees, takes the fastball, slaps it to the opposite field for the left-hander into left field, and the Dolphins are up 1-0. The Dolphin crowd is uncontainable at this point. Roaring crowd. Sold out here. Brings up the Dolphins cleanup hitter for the day. The sophomore, Jack Wickham. Wickham puts a bunt down the third base line. Fredericks is going to have to hustle to make a play. Wickham beats it out. So, I will joke with Jack Wickham right here in the air. Jack, not known for his speed, but for a catcher third baseman, he got down the line well. I don't think anybody in a Seahawk uniform was expecting that. And the Dolphins have the bases loaded for number 44, Big Kenny Shadle. A crowd favorite here at the Yard. Big Kenny.
Can I get a good, here we go, Ken, Mr. Red?
Here we go, Ken!
All right.
What's up, Kenny?
Okay, Seahawk pitching
Here we go,
coach
Big
is...
Kenny!
Here we go!
What up, Ken? Here we go, Pat!
Big Kenny is 44. Referred to as the cleanup, because the first three guys get on and he. All right, so always fun to see. We've got some young men from the Cape lacrosse team who have their big battle, not their only big battle, but a big game tomorrow over in Norfolk, where they'll face the Bulldogs of Norfolk.
What do they call it? Just another game for us.
All right, so here we go. The bases are loaded. Wickham just reached on a infield single bunt. Kenny Shadle, Jr., right-handed power hitter, comes to the plate. Number 5 hitter of the inning. Nobody out. Bases loaded. Dolphins with one across. Here we go. Fredericks comes set. It's a breaking ball. Just misses. So starts Shadle off with a breaking pitch there, and Kenny is ahead early. So here we go. Left-hander is ready. Shadle's ready, and here's the pitch. Up and away. 2-0. So, bases loaded. Pitcher probably has to come to Kenny, and I think Kenny's probably sitting on one thing right here. Thinking fastball. All right, 2-0 pitch. Fredericks ready to deliver. Shadle is set. That's away. So Kenny's showing some great patience. Shadle showing some great patience here. He's now 3-0, and we'll have to see whether the Cape coaches give Kenny the 3-0 hit sign, but Fredericks is still searching for that command early here. 3-0 count, one across, bases loaded, nobody out. And here's the pitch. That misses up.
Yeah, kids!
So Kenny walks. He's going to bring up the number 6 hitter of the inning. And that's Yoon Che back in town. Number 15, so Yoon had to step away from us for a bit. He's back. We're excited to hear that. And now Yoon comes to the plate. I believe Yoon was hitting a perfect 1,000 before he left the Dolphin squad.
He was.
So he's going to pick up where he left off right here. He's going to face Fredericks. With 2 in, bases loaded, and nobody out. Here's the pitch. Yoon hits a foul ball down the right field line into the lower school playground. Out of play. So Fredericks gets ahead of the 6 hitter here, Yoon Che. Whoops. Here we go. Fredericks is set. 1-0 pitch on the way. Yoon checks his swing there, I believe. Let's see if they ask for an appeal, but I don't believe he went around. And that's going to even the count at 1-1. Dolphins have White at third, Wickham at second, and the BKS at first. 1-1 pitch. Kenny, Yoon's going to take a look on that, let that pass, and Fredericks is right around the strike zone. He's just missing. I think that just missed the inside corner. He's going to go 2-1 to Yoon. Dolphins have a chance to put a big number up here. Nobody out. Shea at the plate. 2-1 pitch. Yoon takes outside corner. It's going to be a 2-2 count with nobody out and the bases loaded and the Dolphins leading 2-0. Fredericks comes set. Yoon's ready. And Yoon takes a called strike 3 in the upper portion of the zone. So Yoon seems a bit frustrated there. And I think Fredericks was a little frustrated on an earlier pitch, so probably evens itself out. And that's a big first out for Joe Fredericks and the Seahawks. And that's going to bring up sophomore right fielder Harper Cox. Left-hander's ready to go. 2 in, 3 on, 1 out, top or bottom of the first. Fredericks and Cox. Fun fact, these two young men are summer teammates together, so some bragging rights on the line right here. Cox falls behind, fouls that one off the left field line. He's behind in the count, 0-1. Dolphins would love to get that runner in from third under 2 outs. 0-1 pitch on the way. Cox takes a curveball, drops it right in there, and Harper's behind in the count, 0-2. All right, Fredericks, that was probably the best pitch I've seen Joe throw today. It's a gorgeous curveball that dropped in and puts Cox in the hole 0-2. Cox takes that curveball, doesn't bite, and that does not catch the inside corner. First ball of the at-bat, and it's 1-2. 1 ball, 2 strikes. 1 out, 2 in, 3 on for the Dolphins. Bottom of 1. Cox is ready. Fredericks is ready, and here we go. Similar location to where Yoon was rung up. He rings up Harper Cox, and so quickly he goes bases loaded, nobody out, 2 bases loaded, 2 outs, and that's going to bring up sophomore designated hitter Cooper Angley. Right-handed hitter comes to the plate. Let's see if Angley can pick up these runners here. And
What up, Chester?
Angley swinging first pitch, hits a foul pop up. Let's get that foul, and that's over in Allenton. So Angley's behind in the count 0-1, and Fredericks is settled in now. Had a feeling once he settled in he was going to be tough. He certainly is. So Angley's got his hands full now. Shea and Cox went down swinging, and now Angley's behind 0-1. Fredericks is ready. Here's the pitch. Angley takes low. Evens the count at 1-1. Battle of sophomores right now. Sophomore Joe Fredericks, sophomore Cooper Angley. 8th hitter of the inning. 2 in, 3 on, 2 out. Angley with a 1-1 count. Here's the pitch. Angley hits a ground ball to second base. Second baseman fields it. Comes up throwing to first, and that retires the side. So, Dolphins load the bases with nobody out. They are able to get 2 across. They leave the bases loaded. And after 1, it's Dolphins 2. Dolphins 2. Seahawks nothing. I think there's a 3 on the board over there, but I believe that is incorrect.
Hey now, 3.
Stone.
All right, so chance to do some more damage there. Dolphins don't get a big hit when they had an opportunity. Frederick settles down and gets Shea, Cox, and Angley in order. The 6, 7, and 8 hitters striking out Shea and Cox and getting Angley to ground out to second to get out of it. So could have been a big inning. Instead, the Dolphins will get 2, but 2's better than none.
Hey, Shadle. Great job at the plate, Shadle. Here you go, big Shadle. Great job at the plate, Ken.
All right, so Philbrick's coming out for the second.
Yes.
1, 2, 3 there in the first. He got a ground out to Che, walked a man, and then a 6-4-3 double play put the Dolphins in the dugout.
Oh.
And the Dolphins were quick to get 2 on the board against Joe Fredericks. So we'll come back here with Wilson, Patrick, and McGowan set to bat for the Seahawks of Atlantic Shores Christian. 2-0. Scoreboard here at Cape's corrected now. We'll give you a little peek of it. 2-0 Dolphins here in the first. Are we seeing the scoreboard? I don't know. It's over there. Take my word for it. All right, here we go.
Here we go, Eddie.
Philbrick back to the mound.
Here we go, Jones. Let's look alive.
Long first inning there for the Dolphins, and Philbrick will face right-handed hitter first here in the lineup. And that ball is hit well and high and far down the right field line and foul. Cox gives chase, but that too will end up in our lower school playground. So Philbrick ahead in the count, 0-1. It's the third baseman, T. Wilson, batting. Dolphins lead 2-0 in the top of the second inning. Philbrick, 0-1 pitch. Here you go. All right, here we go. So Philbrick, that was up and away. So 1-1 pitch from Philbrick to the third baseman. That's outside, and Philbrick falls behind 2-1. Philbrick's ready to go. Junior right-hander comes set, and here's the pitch. Ooh, just high. Just high. From 410 feet away, that looked like a similar pitch to what Mr. Fredericks got there at the end of the inning, but remember, I'm 400 feet away. Here's the 3-1 pitch. Good pitch, hit hard. Holland scoops, throws to White. 6-3 put out. Big first out. Always love to get the first out of the inning, and Parker White does that. Pitches to contact there behind in the count. Holland does his job, throws over to Parker White, and the Dolphins have one away. Now batting is the right fielder, P. Patrick, coming to the plate. He's a left-handed hitter. First at bat for him. One down, top of the second. He hits a high fly ball. Cox is back there. Cox is under it. And Harper Cox fields that one.
Get them horns
So with
going.
one pitch,
Get them horns going.
Parker White,
Let me see them
with one
horns, Ken.
pitch, retires the right fielder, and that's going to bring up first baseman T. McGowan. T. McGowan coming to the plate. Big right-hander. And Philbrick with 2 outs in the second. Dolphins leading 2-0. Here's the pitch. He floats a little breaking ball out there just outside, and Philbrick falls behind 1-0 to T. McGowan. Here's the pitch. Ooh, just misses low. So Philbrick is much like Fredericks, just missing on the pitches that he's not getting calls. That ball's grounded. Holland to White, and it's another 1-2-3 inning for the junior Justin Philbrick. No runs, no hits, no errors, nobody left, and after 1.5, the Dolphins lead 2-0. Dolphins are going to come back to the plate with 9-hitter McCadden Dye, and then they'll flip the lineup back over to Bryce Jones and Josh Holland, both who were on base and scored there in the first. So I'm looking over, and I think Norfolk is getting the best of us in girls lacrosse over there, but hopefully the Dolphins can battle back. We got a bunch of rivalry games this week with the girls soccer team hosting Norfolk tomorrow, and the boys lacrosse team heading over to Norfolk to battle the Bulldogs in the TCIS lacrosse matchup. So I think that's for first place in the TCIS in lacrosse.
For regular season champs.
Oh, all the regular season marbles will be on the line. That's a lot of marbles. My prediction, I'm going to go out on a limb and make a prediction. Girls soccer wins 5-2. Boys lacrosse wins 14-9. That's right, I called it 14-9. Put it on your bulletin board. It just happened. Do we have any other battles tomorrow? Baseball Friday. I'm not going to call that one.
Baseball Saturday.
And then baseball Saturday against, Friday baseball at the Academy of Norfolk. And then Saturday, boys are back here to host Perennial Power Benedictine. Dolphins fortunate this year in hosting some Saturday baseball here. The Dolphins have hosted St. Christopher. They will host Benedictine, and they will host the Miller School. So they're hosting some of the few teams ranked ahead of them in the state of Virginia private school right now in D1. We'll be coming here. All right, here we go. Bottom of 2-0 Dolphins. Freshman catcher McCadden Dye comes to the plate. Here's the pitch. Dye, first pitch swinging, hits the ball softly to second base. Second baseman up and throwing. 4-3 put out. One pitch, one down. And Frederick starts the second in a better manner than the first, retiring the first batter. Back to the top of the lineup for the Dolphins. Senior captain and fan favorite Bryce Jones comes to the plate. All right. Jones walked and scored in the first. Comes to the plate in the second here. Left-hander on left-hander. Fredericks with the pitch. And Jones takes low and away. 1-0. So Jones got himself in a 7 or 8 pitch first at bat. Really battled well and got himself on first, stole second, and scored, I think, on a walk, actually. Actually, I think he scored on a Parker White single. So Fredericks misses up there. We'll go 2 balls, no strikes, to the senior left-handed captain. Here's the pitch. Jones hits a ground ball to the second baseman. That's 3 in a row to the second baseman. 4-3 put out. 2 down for Fredericks, and he's going to face Josh Holland. Holland reached on a, let's call it a CNI single between. He had a chopper that the third baseman couldn't get his hands on, too deep for the shortstop, and he reached first on that. Jones advanced to third on that. Holland came around to score when Shadle walked. So, Holland comes up, 2 out, nobody on, 2 down with the Dolphins up 2-0 here in the bottom of the second. Takes inside, ball 1. Dolphins wish a happy birthday to Brendan Hawley. Brendan having a birthday baseball game today. Holland takes up and away, 2-0, and Holland's ahead in the count. Second inning, 2-0 Dolphins. Fredericks comes set. Here's the pitch. Strike 1. 2-1 count. Hard throwing left-hander for the Seahawks. Struggled early to get the control and then seems to have locked himself in pretty good here on the last 5 Dolphin batters. And he gets Holland to ground the ball to, what else? Second base. And that is a 3-up, 3-down inning for Joe Fredericks. All putouts, 4-3. And the Dolphins go 1-2-3. No hits, no runs, no errors. Nobody left. And after 2, the Dolphins lead 2-0. Philbrick's going to come out for his 3rd inning of work. When the Seahawks come to the plate, they are going to have 7, 8, 9 hitters. Wood, Beasley, and Reynolds coming to the plate. Left fielder, second baseman, and their shortstop. Philbrick's been efficient through 2. Dolphins toss the rock around the infield, back to the right-handed pitcher. We're going to start the 3rd inning off. All right, here we go. Top of 3, 2-0 Finns. And we're set and ready to go here. Philbrick's ready. Woods up at the plate. Left-handed hitters set. And here we go. First pitch of the at-bat. Outside corner, strike 1. Philbrick ahead in the count, 0-1. Right-handed pitcher, left-handed batter. Here's the 0-1 pitch. Swing and a miss. Strike 2. Philbrick up early, 0-2 count. On the number 7 hitter for the Seahawks, left fielder Wood. Here's the 0-2 pitch. And batter called timeout there right at the last minute, so a little frustrating for Mr. Philbrick once he gets that motion going. Here's the 0-2 pitch. Just low. Great miss by Philbrick. Don't want to give up too much of the strike zone there when you're way ahead in the count. He doesn't. Looking for that young man to fish on that low pitch. He doesn't. So he's going to go 1-2. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss. He went right back to the same pitch. And Philbrick retires the number 7 hitter. On a strikeout. Swing and a miss for Philbrick. Now batting, second baseman, Beasley. Right-handed hitter, Philbrick wasting no time getting the ball. Got a nice rhythm going right now. Steps off, I just jinxed it. Philbrick's ready to go. Here we go. First pitch of the at-bat. Catches the outside corner. I've learned through this baseball season I need to get better glasses. I can't. My prescription's not strong enough, so. That pitch just misses low. Again, Philbrick all around the zone when he has been missing. It's a 1-1 pitch on the way to the second baseman for the Seahawks, who trail 2-0 in the top of the 3rd. Here's the pitch, and that's a fly ball hit foul into the lower school playground. Call that the tennis courts. Those are the tennis courts. All right, so we'll reset here at 1-2. Here's the pitch. Misses outside. Philbrick's going to have a 2-2 count on Beasley, second baseman. He's been busy in the field. Recorded, I believe, the last 4 outs for the Seahawks. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss. Struck him out.
Get them whores up.
2 down here in the third. Number 9 hitter coming to the plate. Jay Reynolds, shortstop for your Seahawks today. 2 down. 2-0 Dolphins, top of 3. Right-handed comes set, and here's the pitch. Foul back. And Philbrick's getting ahead again. Done a nice job of getting ahead of a lot of these batters here early in this non-conference matchup. Right-hander's ready to go. 0-1 pitch to the 9th hitter in the lineup. That ball's hit hard to third. Wickham comes up with it, throws across the diamond, and that's another 1, 2, 3 inning for Justin Philbrick and the Dolphins, who will go to the bottom of the third with a 2-0 lead. 5-3 put out to end the second. Great pitching by Philbrick. Dolphins are going to come back with the 3, 4, and 5 hitters of the lineup when they're back up in the bottom of the third. That'll be White, Wickham, and Shadle. Fredericks struggled early. He walked a couple, gave up a couple. Gave up a soft hit, a bunt, and then a walk. Really, nothing really all that well hit. And then he has settled in. Seemed to find his stuff against Shea. And then has gotten 6 straight Dolphins out, starting with Shea and ending with Holland right there. The last 4 on ground balls to second base. So, hard throwing left-hander seems to be locked in now. Dolphins will have 3, 4, and 5 in the lineup, leading 2-0 in the bottom of the third inning. All right, Seahawks toss the pill around, give it to Fredericks, fist bump here or there, and we're ready to go in the bottom of the third. Dolphins lead 2-0. White at the plate. Left-hander hitter's got a single and an RBI today. Here's the pitch. Pop up in the infield. First baseman settled under it, and he's going to grab it. So that thing got up in there in the wind a little bit, saw a little bit of the infield-outfield dance, and White's retired on 1 pitch, popped up. And Fredericks gets 1 pitch, 1 out to start the bottom of the third, and that's going to bring up sophomore third baseman Jack Wickham. Wickham laid a bunt down in his first at-bat, which was not what anybody on the Seahawks were expecting. He hustled down to first base, easily beating the throw. Cleanup hitter today for the Dolphins. Wickham's ready to go. Here's the pitch. Wickham takes a strike on the outside corner. Fastball. Fredericks is ahead. So, much like he looked in the second, Joe's out, and he's pretty locked in right now for the Seahawks. Dolphin hitters have their hands full. Here's the pitch. Wickham grounds it to short. Shortstop comes and gets it, throws across the diamond, and Wickham's retired 6-3. And on 3 pitches, Fredericks has got 2 outs, and he's going to face number 44, junior Kenny Shadle. Kenny's got an RBI walk in his first at-bat. He took 4 straight balls and did his job, bringing a big run in, the second run of the inning for the Dolphins. Big Kenny would like to get a fastball here, I'm sure, see what he can do with it. Fredericks cruising now. Retired 7 straight Dolphins. Make it 8. Sorry about that. Here's the pitch to Shadle, low and away. So Kenny is yet to see a strike from Joe Fredericks. Dolphins' fifth hitter. 1-0 count. Fredericks is ready to go. Shadle's ready to go. Shadle takes up. 2-0 count to Kenny. Kenny yet to see a strike in that bat. Let's see what he gets here on a 2-0 pitch. Let's see if Fredericks challenges him. He does. Catches the low part of the strike zone. That's a pitcher's pitch. Kenny takes that one. 2-1 count. Right-handed hitter leads the Dolphins in home runs this year. 2-1 pitch to Shadle on the way. Kenny takes outside. 3-1. Dolphins looking for a little 2-out rally here. Yoon Che following Kenny Shadle at the plate. Kenny in the driver's seat here. 3-1 count with 2 down in the top or in the bottom of the third. He's going to walk Kenny for the second straight time. So
Ready to eat, Ken?
Kenny's going to head down to first.
Yo, BKS.
And that's going to bring up sophomore second baseman and pitcher, Yoon Che. Yoon's 0 for 1 on the day. Joe Fredericks struck him out in the first, which is a pretty rare sight. If you have an opportunity to watch Yoon play baseball, he puts the ball in play an overwhelming majority of the time. So I would expect you're going to see that here. Left-handed Fredericks, right-handed Che. 1 on, 2 out, 2-0 Dolphins. That ball's just outside or inside and low, and it's going to be a 1-0 count on Yoon. Second baseman was also a big part of the Dolphin boys volleyball program. Fun fact. Fun fact. 1-0 pitch, little toss over. Don't know if Kenny has a steal on the season, but little toss over there just to keep him honest. Break the rhythm of Yoon a little bit. Yoon steps back in the box. Fredericks is ready to go, and we're going to see a 1-0 pitch. Pitch coming. 1-0 count. He throws over again. Just kind of keeping Kenny honest. Kenny's got a little bit of a lead. Quick kid. Pitch comes, Yoon fouls that one off into the lower school playground. Up, call at the tennis courts. 1-1. Fredericks evens the count. Shadle at first, 2 down, 1 on. Dolphins lead here at home, 2-0 in the bottom of the third inning. Dolphins have an RBI single by Parker White and an RBI walk by Kenny Shadle for their 2 runs. Fredericks is ready to go. Here's the pitch. Shadle breaks for second. He steals on I believe that's a called strike. It was. So it's a 1-2 count. Shadle gets himself in scoring position. Kenny at second with a stolen base. Yoon in a 1-2 count now. He's going to have to battle here. Let's see if he can't knock the junior in. Here's the pitch. And that curve slipped out of Joe's hand, Mr. Fredericks' hands there. So we'll go 2-2 now. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Bottom of the third. Dolphins lead 2-0 with a runner on second. Yoon at the plate. And here's the pitch. Yoon grounds one hard to the second baseman who comes up, throws over to first. 4-3 put out ends the inning, and the Dolphins leave 1 on. So the Dolphins had no hits, no runs, no errors in the inning, and 1 man left. And after 3, it's 2-0. Fins. Two nothing Fins. Phil Brick, right-handed junior, comes back to the mound. And he'll flip the lineup now and face the Seahawks for the second time through. They'll have pitcher Joe Fredericks, catcher Joe Pantak, and center fielder Dee Doran coming up in the top of the 4th. It's like it's halftime for the girls' cross game, and Norfolk has looks like a solid lead over the Dolphins. I can't see the scoreboard. Again, we'll be back live on YouTube tomorrow for a girls' soccer battle versus Norfolk. I would imagine Norfolk Academy will be streaming the boys' lacrosse game for those that are unable to get over there to watch. Alright, Dolphins are done tossing the ball around in the infield. Come out defensively the same way they started the game. We're at top of the 4th inning. Philbrook's going to face the 1-2-3 hitters.
Here we go, BKS.
Fredericks, who I believe grounded out. Yeah, grounded to second to start the game. Up for his second at bat. Seahawks getting a little action going in the bullpen for them. Dolphins bullpen is quiet. Fredericks is ready. The junior right-hander is set to start the 4th. Here's the pitch. Fredericks offers at it as a bunt. I think it goes foul. I'm going to say, from where I'm sitting, I think he put his bat on that, but regardless, he offered, so it's a strike 1. And the right-hander is ahead of left-handed Joe Fredericks, leadoff hitter for the Seahawks. 4th inning, 2-0 Fins. Fredericks is ready. Here's the pitch. Sorry, Philbrick is ready. Fredericks was ready as well, but Philbrick misses away there, inside and low. So we'll go 1-1, evens the count. Top of 4. Philbrick's ready. Pitch is hit hard to Parker White. First baseman scoops it, takes it to the bag himself. And Justin Philbrick retires Joe Fredericks for the 2nd time in the game. Ball was hit right at freshman Parker White. Puts his glove down, walks over to the base, 1 down on 3 pitches. All right, now batting is the catcher, Joe Pantak. Or I shouldn't say Joe, it's Jay Pantak. I'll call you Joe today. Pantak walked in his first at bat, and then was wiped off the bases on a 6-4-3 double play. So it's a 1-0 pitch now. Philbrick misses there. Dolphins up 2-0, top of the 4th, 1 out. Number 2 hitter at the plate. Here's the pitch. Ball's grounded foul into the Cape dugout. And Philbrick evens the count at 1-1. Junior right-hander. Comes set. And here's the pitch. Just outside. Trying to make him chase that one, and good discipline showed by the catcher. 2-1. Here's the pitch. That ball is hit high and hard out into center field. Jones has a bead on it. He's going to make the catch. So Bryce Jones glides over, and the athletic center fielder gets the 2nd out. 2 down in the bottom of the 4th. Philbrick, probably the hardest hit ball off of Justin today, and Bryce Jones up to the task. Scammered out there and grabbed it, and now their center fielder, Mr. Doran's coming up to the plate. 2 down, nobody on, top of the 4th. Here's the pitch. Low and away, ball 1. Dolphins lead 2-0. Wind is definitely going to keep some balls in the yard today, kind of blowing across and in. 1-0 pitch is outside and low. 2-0. Philbrick comes set, and here's the 2-0 pitch. Strike 1. Nice little movement on that. I think that's a fastball from where I'm sitting, but nice little movement Philbrick has on it. And
That's a great pitch, Philly cheesesteak.
another good pitch, and that's a line shot into left field. So Seahawks' first hit of the game. Shadle comes up throwing. And Philbrick challenged there behind in the count 2-1, and that young man turned on that fastball, knocked that to Kenny Shadle, and the Seahawks have their 2nd runner of the game, and they'll bring up their cleanup hitter, their 3rd baseman, Wilson. He's 0 for 1 of the day. Big right-hander. Philbrick comes set, and that's outside. Ball 1. So, Seahawks have a runner on. They trail by 2 with 2 down here in the top of the 4th inning. Philbrick comes set. Throws over. Just keeping him honest, similar to Frederick's throw over. Not sure that's a lead to steal with 2 down. I don't know if they're going to take the bat, try to take the bat out of this young man's hand. Their cleanup hitter. Here's the pitch. Called strike on the outside corner, so couldn't see the ump's arm, and that one I thought caught the corner, but It did, so we'll go 1 ball, 1 strike, 2 down, top of 4. Philbrick's ready, and he's throwing over. Wilson at the plate, right-hander versus right-hander. Here's the pitch. Ball is swung on and hit out into the right field. Cox can't come up with it. Jones does come up with it. Hit cutoff man is missed, but White backs it up, and just like that, the Seahawks have a rally going. So with 2 down, they got a single to left, and then they got a single to right, and that ball scooted under Cox's glove, which may have given the runner an opportunity to get to third. With 2 down, I wouldn't be sure he wasn't going to try to go do that anyway. But regardless, little rally action now, and Philbrick's going to have to bear down as he faces the right fielder, Patrick. So the Dolphins have 2 down. Seahawks have 2 on, and we're in the bottom of the 4th. 2-0 Dolphin lead. Philbrick ready to go. Takes a look at the runners. Here's the pitch. Inside, Dye blocks the ball, keeps the runners where they are. That's a 1-0 count. So that's the first real serious situation that Philbrick has had to deal with. Junior right-hander falls behind the number 5 hitter, Patrick. And he throws over to first. Should be interesting to see what the Seahawks do. A lot of teams are going to send that runner at first, even if he's not speedy, just to see if we will throw the ball down. It could be a double steal and a chance to get a run without having to put a ball in play. We'll see what the Seahawks have on, if anything. Philbrick's ready to go, and here's the pitch. Ball is hit foul behind the Dolphin dugout. And Philbrick gets a big strike there to even the count. 1 ball, 1 strike. 2 down, 2 on. Top of 4. Philbrick throws over again. First, caught him leaning a little bit there. That was closer than it might have looked. Although I don't know if I filmed it, so it might not have looked very good at all to you guys. Here we go. Philbrick's ready to go. Big moment. 2 balls, 1 strike. Here's the pitch. That ball is hit to center field. Jones is coming in on his horse. He's got it! And that ends the inning. So a big pitch and a great job by Bryce Jones. 2 nice plays in the outfield. 1 going deep, 1 coming in. And the senior center fielder gets the Dolphins out of a jam there, and we'll go to the bottom of the 4th with a 2-0 lead. So the Seahawks had 2 hits, 2 left, no errors by the Dolphins, no runs for the Seahawks. 2-0 Dolphins. Bottom of 4th, and we will see Cox, Angley, and Dye. Cox, Angley, and Dye due up for the Finns. Let's see if Joe Fredericks is back there on the mound. I think it's Joe Fredericks. It's Joe Fredericks. So, as I said earlier, Frederick struggled with the first 5 Dolphin hitters, and then since then he has been lights out. He has retired 9 of the last 10 he's faced. He walked Kenny Shadle. He has not given up a hard hit ball, to be honest with you. He gave up a C&I single, a bunt, and walked a run in, but Dolphins have yet to really barrel the ball up on on Fredericks. See if they can get it going in the 4th and get some separation here. Big crowd at the yard today. Standing room only. Socially distanced standing room only, of course, which means probably 71 people, but nonetheless, it's good to see. Gorgeous day for baseball. Anybody got a weather report for tomorrow? Gorgeous day for lacrosse tomorrow?
88, high of 88.
High of 88. Nothing like beating the dogs in the hot, hot sun. I love it. All right. Dolphins do better in the heat. So we win the mascot battle. Yeah. They need water. All right, here we go. Fredericks is done with his warm-up pitches. Cox, Angley, and Dye. 7, 8, and 9 for the Dolphin lineup right now. They're leading 2-0. Cox is 0 for 1. Faced Fredericks in the first. It's a different Fredericks right now. He's locked in. Here's the first pitch, and that's bounced in. 1-0. Cox ahead in the count. Fredericks comes set. Again, summer teammates, so Right now, Fredericks has the bragging rights. Let's see if Cox can change that. Cox takes a fastball at the knees for strike one. Evens the count. 1 ball, 1 strike. Dolphin right fielder, speedster, is ready to go. Here's the pitch. Right at that spot. So Fredericks has kind of found his mojo now. He's right there at the knees. That's a tough pitch to take. It's a tough pitch to swing at. And that's why we told you at the start this kid can throw a little bit. Here we go. 1-2 pitch to Cox. Inside. Spins him back a little bit. I thought maybe Cox might have got hit. He would have taken the base and probably tried to get second and third on steals if he could. So here we go. 2-2 count on Cox. Left-handed Fredericks is ready, and here's the pitch. Cox fouls that ball back. He was right on that. Good swing by Harper. Keeps the at-bat alive. Here we go. Fredericks is set. Cox is set. Cox hits a ball foul down the right field line, puts that down the opposite field for a left-handed hitter, and he bounces that one off a house. Wonder how many times that happens here. All right, great at bat for Harper, staying alive on another 2-2 pitch, and he's going to see another one. 7th pitch of the at-bat. Another foul ball. So Cox seeing it well, making Fredericks work, which is great for the Dolphins. I'm sure they'd love to get into the bullpen. Fredericks has thrown about 60 pitches. I think they're probably a little under. We're going to do 2-2 again. Fredericks steps off, composing himself. Big leadoff hitter right here. Cox was a ton of speed, gives the Dolphins a ton of options if you can get on. Left-hander's ready. Lefty versus lefty battle. 2-2 pitch. Low. Cox works the count full. So Cox will see a 10th pitch at this at-bat. Payoff pitch coming up. 3 balls, 2 strikes, nobody out on the bottom of the 4th in a 2-0 game. Cox at the plate. Fredericks on the mound. And here we go. Hits him. I believe that popped off his elbow, yeah? We'll either take a walk or a hit by pitch, but the way he's looking at his arm, let's call it a hit by pitch. So, Dolphins probably get the, if not the fastest, one of the fastest young men in the program on first. It brings up the designated hitter, Cooper Angley, and we'll have to see if the Dolphins ask Angley here to sacrifice a runner in a scoring position, or if they put a little hit and run on. A lot of options with the speed that they have at first base, and let's hope that Harper's okay. Looks at that hand a few times and shaking it off. I think he's all right. And for the second time, Angley's 0 for 1. He grounded out to second to end the first inning. And here we go. Fredericks versus Angley. Angley takes inside, ball squirts away, and Harper gets to second. So now even more options here. Let's see if the Dolphins want. Dolphins have a chance now to score a run without a base hit here, with nobody out and a runner on. Wouldn't be surprised if they asked the designated hitter here to sacrifice and bunt him over. And let's see. A 1-0 pitch on sophomore Cooper Angley. And here we go. Fredericks comes set. And they do ask Angley to bunt. He lays one down, sacrifices Cox to third, and Angley does the job he's asked to do. Bunts the ball over, and so sacrifice bunt for Angley puts the runner at third base with less than 2 outs.
That's a great sack B, Chester!
Who's Chester? Kid who just sacked. His name's Cooper. He just sacked me.
So Angley sacrifices Cox to third, and that brings up freshman catcher McCadden. Dolphins, big third run right there at third base. Let's see if we can get this in. Fredericks is ready. Infield is in. That ball squirts away, but as I said, this is a backstop made for catchers. It is very hard to steal home here or try to advance home on a wild pitch unless that ball shoots left or right. So Seahawks have the infield in. All 4 infielders are on the infield grass looking to knock down any run at the plate. They do not want to fall behind by 3. Fredericks comes set, 1-0 pitch to Dye. And Dye hits a ball. Let's get that foul. That ball's foul ball into the lower school playground. 1 ball, 1 strike. Runner on third, Cox. 1 down, 2-0 Dolphins. Fredericks is ready. And Dye takes that as a called strike, so he falls behind in the count. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Got to put this ball in play here, score a run for the Dolphins, although it's going to be tough. Let's see if Cox goes on contact. Dye comes up. 1 ball, 2 strikes, 1 out. Freshman catcher, here's the pitch. He puts the ball in play. The ball goes underneath the shortstop's glove. So there's a situation. They had it dialed up the right way. I think they had Cox by a mile at home if the contact play was on. Instead, the ball scoots under the shortstop's glove. We'll have to see what the official scorekeeper says. I guess that could go as a hit or an error. Regardless, needed to put the ball in play, and we'll get our 3rd run across as Cox comes in to score on what I believe they're going to call a hit. So that's a hit for Dye and an RBI. Catcher's going to get pinch run for by freshman Andrew Hart. And so that's good team baseball right there. Cox gets a hit by a pitch, steals second, Angley sacrifices him to third, Dye puts the ball in play, and they get a big 3rd run. So now the Dolphins flip the lineup, and senior captain Bryce Jones is up for the 3rd time today with Andrew Hart on first.
Number 2, you squat. How you doing, man?
All right, here we go.
That one.
0-1 count on Jones. That ball's in the dirt, squirts away, but Andrew Hart stays. Dolphins lead 3-0 here in the bottom of the 4th. They've got 1 on with 1 out. Speed at first. Andrew Hart, freshman Andrew Hart's at first, pinch running or courtesy running for the catcher.
Number 2, that one. Here we go, that one. Schmuck!
All right, Jones is up. 1 ball, 1 strike, 1 out. Dolphins lead 3-0. Senior center fielder is ready to go, and pickoff move is on. They do. Hart's now in a pickle. He's going to get run back to first. Now he's headed back to second. All right, so what we're going to see now is we're going to have the umpire ask whether the runner went out of the baseline. Let's see what they say. So Hart gets himself in a pickle there, and it looks like what they're going to ask is the request from the manager for the Seahawks is whether that he ran out of the baseline there. So it's a great pickoff move. They did expect to steal. They got the steal. Fredericks picked him off at first. Pickle action.
Yeah, Hart!
They're checking, and we're going to keep what we've got. So Andrew Hart stayed inside the baselines.
Yeah, Hart!
All right, so all of a sudden, Jones has got a chance, an RBI opportunity. Hart at second with 1 down. Dolphins with 1 in the inning already, looking to do a little more damage at the top of the lineup. 1-1 pitch. Jones hits a high pop-up. Drifting foul, and it's in the trees. Souvenir for a lucky Allenton fan. Dolphins got a, looks like freshman right-hander Nate Jensen up in the bullpen. Jones at the plate. He's behind in the count, 1-2. Fredericks, left-handed pitcher versus left-handed hitter. Hart with a lead off a second. Here's the pitch. Jones gets hit.
Ow!
So, that's great with a 1-2 count.
Good take! Bryce!
Bryce gets hit, and now the Dolphins have opportunity to do some damage. They're going to bring the second hitter in the lineup up, and that's Josh Holland. And it looks like that's going to be all for the left-hander Joe Fredericks.
He's out of here.
I'm thinking it is, but let's see. The manager's out there to have a chat. We're giving Brendan Hawley a birthday shout-out today. Last week was Chris Jaycock's day at the ballpark. Can't beat Chris Jaycox's birthday every week.
Let's do a shout out to him.
But Chris Jaycox can live his life like his birthday is every weekend. Live your best life, Chris.
AJ had something else. What did you say, AJ?
I was gonna say that we could give a shout out to the greatest dog on the planet Earth, my screensaver, Chester.
That's
Chester.
my dog Buster, aka Chester, getting a little love here in the press box. He's a fan.
He's gotta be tuned in.
He's a fan favorite. He's tuned in on YouTube. He doesn't like to miss a lot of baseball action. He actually watched the Battle of the Bands too, I think. Big fan of Cape TV. All right, so new pitcher's in. I don't have a name yet. He's a right-hander. Fredericks will likely stay in the lineup and play first, is my guess. Fredericks went 3 1/3 innings. He gave up 4 hits, 3 runs, 3 base on balls, 2 strikeouts. I think you saw when he's locked in, he's a real dangerous guy. Struggled a little bit with his command today, but it's a name you'll hear a lot in the next couple of years in this area. Solid left-handed pitcher. So Seahawks are going to put a hard-throwing right-hander in there, and he is going to face Josh Holland with a 3-0 lead and 2 on and 1 out here in the bottom of the 4th. So great chance for the Dolphins. Heart of the order up. See if we can't put a few more across the board. Looks like Reynolds is actually going to come into pitch. Fredericks is going to go out to left field. And we're ready to go. Catcher's going to have a little chat, probably talk about some science. All right, Holland's ready to go. Reynolds is ready to go. First pitch of the at-bat. 2 on, 1 out, bottom of 4. Here we go. Right-hander comes set, throws. That's inside on Holland.
Yeah, Hart.
Dolphin shortstop, 1 for 2 on the day. CNI single, ground out to second. Here's the pitch. Takes low, 2-0. So Reynolds comes in. From where I'm sitting, looks like he's throwing the ball pretty hard. Those are 2 fastballs that missed, 1 inside, 1 low, and now he's behind in the count 2-0 with Parker White on deck. That ball is hit well, but right at the center fielder. Comes in and makes a dive. He can't get it. Ball squirts out of his glove. Everybody's going to be safe. So that's a heck of an effort by the center fielder. He had to come in and to his left. He made a dive for that one. He had it in his glove, and when he landed it just popped out. So that's going to be a base hit for Josh Holland. Good effort by the center fielder. That'll go down as a base hit, and that's going to load the bases with 1 out for freshman Parker White. Good effort. Had to go a long way. Thought he had it for a second. Just popped out of his glove. So here we go. Parker White to the plate. Bases loaded. 1 down. First and third baseman are in, trying to cut a runner off at the plate, and White hits a ball hard. This could be 2. Second to short to first, and they got out of it. So a 4-6-3 double play on the first pitch gets Reynolds out of a huge jam. The Dolphins pick up 1 on a hit batter, a stolen base, a sacrifice, and a single that squirted through the shortstop. So they pick up 1, but again, the Dolphins leave runners out there. Let's hope it doesn't come back and haunt them. After 4, Dolphins 3, Seahawks nothing. All right, so the Dolphins are going to go to the bullpen. So freshman right-handed pitcher Nate Jensen is going to come in to start the 5th, but the Dolphin crowd's going to give a hearty applause for junior Justin Philbrick.
Yes!
Yep. If you couldn't tell, that was a wicked and wild ovation.
But I said
Philbrick does a great job. Philbrick goes 4 innings. He gives up 2 hits, no runs. He was in control. He worked at a great pace, and that's a great outing for junior Justin Philbrick. He should feel awesome. And now freshman Nate Jensen's going to come in. Jensen, a first-year member of the Cape Henry community, moved here from the state of Washington, and he's jumped in, and he's a 3-sport athlete here at the Cape. He's a cross-country runner, and he also is part of our boys basketball program. And he's cemented himself as a nice addition to our boys baseball program. So Nate's pitching today.
Yes, Bryce.
He's got a couple pitches. Big, strong right-hander. Otherwise, the Dolphins stay the same. They've got Cox, Jones, and Kenny Shadle in the outfield, with Parker White, Yoon Che, Josh Holland, and Jack Wickham. So we'll go to the top of the 5th.
That's Glenson.
Seahawks will have McGowan up. McGowan is 0 for 1 on the day. All right, here we go. Top of 5. Jensen taking over for Philbrick.
Hey, there we go, Bryce.
Here's the pitch. That ball's hit hard and into the gap. Let's see if Shadle can get to it. He can't. That ball's going to drop in the gap. Shadle's coming up. They're going to look to get him at second. Shea grabs the ball, so a leadoff double for McGowan, and they introduced Nate Jensen to the game with a double to the gap.
Here we go, Robbie. Shado.
All right, so leadoff double for McGowan, and that's going to bring up left fielder Wood. Wood's 0 for 1 with a strikeout today. Jensen would love to add to that. Seahawks now with a runner on second, trailing by 3 in the top of the 5th, nobody down. Here's the pitch. Squares to bunt, misses, so it's strike 1. Looked like Dolphins may have had a chance to try to backpick that young man who was about to go on that bunt. Looks like he just missed that bunt. Looked like that was right down Broadway, but Jensen steps off, runner goes back to second. Dolphin freshman right-hander comes set, got an 0-1 count. Here's the pitch. That's swung on and hit high. Che goes back. He's got a beat on it. He catches it, and that's a big first out for the freshman right-hander. Yoon backpedaled. That ball was hit a country mile straight up in the air. Yoon saw it, called it, and the Dolphins get a big first down in the 5th. So that runner stays right at second, and that's going to bring up the 8th place hitter, B. Beasley, who's 0 for 1 with a strikeout. All right, here we go. Jensen's ready. That pitch is right back to him. He looks the runner back to second, throws over to first. Nicely done, Nate Jensen. 2 down. So on 1 pitch, Jensen gets an out. And we have from 1 on and nobody out to 1 on and 2 out. So Jensen got that right back. Took a look at the runner, held him at second, throws over to first. Good fundamental baseball from the freshman. And now this will bring up the current pitcher who started at shortstop, Reynolds. 9th place hitter in the lineup. Dolphins would love to get out of this right here and avoid facing the top of the lineup with anybody on base. And here we go. Jensen comes set. He pitches. That's going to just be low. One 0 count. Top of the 5th. Dolphins ahead 3-0. Seahawks threatening with a runner at second. Jensen comes set. Catches the outside corner there. Great pitcher's pitch. And the freshman evens the count at 1 ball and 1 strike. Jensen's ready. Takes a long look in. And here's the pitch. Just outside, 2-1. Here we go. 2 down. Jensen's ready. Looks at into McCadden dive for the sign. Glances at the runner at second. Comes set. Same pitch he had the first strike for. He comes right back and nails that lower portion of the strike zone, right at the knees for the freshman. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Runner on second. Let's see if the Dolphin freshman can get us out of this pickle. Here we go. 2-2 pitch on the way. Just misses low, and we're going to go full. All right, payoff pitch coming. 3 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. The runner will be going on this pitch. Well, maybe. No force, he might not. Here's the 3-2 pitch. That's drilled to Wickham. Wickham snares it. White digs it out, and the Dolphins get out of that. Great snag by Wickham. He comes up throwing. White does his job. Lefty first baseman scoops that. And Nate Jensen does a job there for the Dolphins. Gives up a leadoff double, retires the next 3, and we will go to the bottom of the 5th with the Dolphins ahead 3-0 over the Seahawks.
Oh, she's in the left one. She's in the left one.
Are those girls allowed to watch the game?
No, but not in that one.
Huh?
Not that one.
That one. Fuck! AJ do it.
So the right-hander is going to stay in. Reynolds got himself in a little trouble, and then he got out of it on a double play ball. Bases were loaded with 1 out, and White grounded into a DP. White's warming up in the bullpen. You'd be surprised to see him come in and close this game out. Probably put Angley at first if that happens. Dolphins would love to keep the full arsenal of pitchers available for them all week. Big week with today being a nice one against Atlantic Shores, followed up by a rivalry game Friday over at Norfolk against the Bulldogs. Lastly, Saturday, a nice out-of-conference battle against Benedictine right here. But let's focus on the task at hand. Let's get a few more runs on this board here. 3-0 Dolphins, and they'll have Wickham, Shadle, and Yoon Che coming up to the plate.
Where are we?
She comes over. It's the other Dolphin. Comes over, just be smart. All right, here we go. Bottom of 5. Dolphins lead 3-0. Wickham comes to the plate. Wickham, I know, had a bunt base hit. Let's see what else he did. I believe he was retired. Yeah, he's 1 for 2. 1 for 2. Starts the inning off here. Ball 1 to Wickham. Sophomore third baseman, part of the Dolphin basketball program as well. And Wickham takes inside corner. Same pitch Jensen got a strike for, so consistency there. Not sure Jack liked the call. I don't think the Atlantic Shore guy liked the call, so all even. 1-1 pitch on the way from Reynolds. And Wickham hits that, nubs that. Oh, first baseman made a nice athletic play there. So I thought Jack might knock that over the first baseman's head, but he jumps up and makes that grab. That went off the end of his bat. So Dolphins still really haven't barreled a ball up today. Bats have been a little quiet, but they're winning 3-0. So the hardest hit balls today, a couple balls hit into the outfield by the Seahawks. All right, Shadle's up to the plate. Kenny is 0 for 0. Actually, he's got 2 walks and an RBI. Been walked twice, hasn't seen many strikes, and seems like that's continuing. So it's a 1-0 pitch by Reynolds. Shadle was walked twice by Fredericks. Kenny swings hard and hits that ball. There's a base hit for Shadle. Opposite field single, and that's great. Kenny gets on. Oppo! Kenny Shadle does a nice job there. Doesn't try to do too much. Sometimes you want to do a little bit more when you've been walked a bunch. But Kenny goes nice and easy swing, puts that ball into right field, and the Dolphins get the second hitter of the inning on. And with Yoon Che coming up to the plate, up 3-0, the Dolphins have a lot of options here. Maybe a little hit and run. That's what I'm guessing. Dolphins lead 3-0 in the bottom of the 5th. Reynolds at the plate. Yoon takes up and away for a ball. Ball 1. Shadle at first. Shadle stole a base earlier in the very similar situation. Yoon, as I mentioned, Yoon handles the bat well. He could probably do a couple things here. Doubt we want to straight sacrifice, but let's see if we go hit and run here. 1-0 pitch. Yoon swings through that. Strike 1. Evens the count. 1 ball, 1 strike. Shadle at first, courtesy of a single to right field. Dolphins have a couple left-handers getting ready in the bullpen. Looks like Nate Hayes is getting up and getting ready as well. Saw Parker White in there earlier. Right-hander for the Seahawks is ready to go. Here's the 1-1 pitch. So Shadle goes. So it did look like a hit and run. Shea fouled that off. So we'll go 1 ball, 2 strikes. Right? Let's see if that... Yep, 1 ball, 2 strikes on Shea. Shadle at first. Shadle with a lead at first. He was going on the last pitch. Let's see what he's doing here. 1-2 count. Kenny dives back in. Yoon steps in. He's ready to go. 1 ball, 2 strikes, 1 out. Bottom of 5. Dolphins ahead 3-0. Here's the pitch. Yoon jumps out of the way. We might give him an Academy Award. That was a little more dramatic than it needed to be. I think he read fastball. That thing tailed back in. A little breaking ball that spun away from the right-hander. But 2-2 count with 1 down. Let's see if the Dolphins will send Shadle here. He was going on the 1-1 pitch. He's going. He had that stealing standing up, but Shea obviously has to protect there, and he fouls one off to the lower school playground. Hopefully the little people in there are paying attention. So we're going to go 2-2 again. 1 out. Shea at the plate. Yoon's 0 for 2 on the day. And Yoon fights that one off to stay alive. Dolphins' 6th place hitter today, also a sure-handed second baseman. Also pitches a little bit. We've yet to see Yoon throw, but I would imagine that's going to happen in the next week or so. Wind blowing in today. Yoon's ready. Kenny's ready. Reynolds is ready, and they throw back over. Two balls, 2 strikes, 1 out. Here's the pitch. Shea takes high, and it's going to go full. So now we get a chance to see if the Dolphins will put Kenny in motion here on a 3-2 pitch. Up 3-0, my guess is yes. Healthy lead for Shadle. Pitcher is set, 3-2 pitch. Shadle goes. Yoon takes called 3rd strike. So Yoon definitely thought that was outside, but seems like that's the same corner that Philbrick, Fredericks, and Jensen got. So chalk that K up for Reynolds, and tough day at the plate for Yoon. He'll bounce back Friday. Harper Cox at the plate now. Harper had a fantastic at-bat in the 4th inning, a 10-pitch at-bat that culminated with a hit-by-pitch. And then he stole second, was sacrificed by Angley and scored on a ground ball by Dye. So Harper comes up and fouls that one off. He's 0 for 1 with a run scored. Two down, runner in scoring position for Harper Cox. Decent speed at second in Shadle. Outfield relatively shallow. Reynolds throws that one right down Broadway, and Cox is in an 0-2 hole. Sophomore right fielder and pitcher for the Dolphins finds himself 0-2 with 2 down and a runner at second, and a 3-0 lead in the bottom of the 5th. Reynolds is set. Here's the pitch. Cox takes away. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Dolphins would love to pick up a 4th run here. Single would likely do the job, as Shadle will be off with a crack at the bat, 2 down, and the 1-2 pitch to Harper Cox. That's away. So Cox evens the count at 2 balls and 2 strikes with 2 down and a runner on second. Here's the pitch. Cox hits a pop foul, gets out of play, and got himself into another good at-bat. This will be the 6th pitch of the at-bat coming up. Here's the 2-2 pitch to Cox. Swing and a pop-up. First baseman is calling it. He's under it. He's got it, and that's ends the inning. So the Dolphins leave a runner stranded there. They have no runs on 1 hit and no errors. And after 5, Finns 3, Seahawks nothing. All right, so the Dolphins are going to put freshman Parker White comes in to pitch. Sophomore Cooper Angley goes from the designated hitter spot over to the first baseman spot. Rest of the infield stays the same. Che at second, Holland at short, and Wickham at third. And the outfield is going to stay the same with Cox, Jones, and Kenny Shadle. So, top of the 6th, Dolphins 3. Heck of a haircut, young man. It's a heck of a haircut, young man. Really good looks, guys. Cape Henry lacrosse team is something special for their rivalry game. I only wish they had their senior yearbook pictures today as well. Alright, so White's going to come in. Freshman hard-throwing left-hander. Has been a nice addition to the battery of arms that the Dolphins have thrown this year. He's had a couple really nice outings. Angley is going to move from DH to first. And the Seahawks are going to go right back to the start of the top of their lineup. So White will have his hands full. He'll be facing Fredericks, Patrick, and Doran. And the Seahawk bats come alive in the last couple innings. Couple hits in the 4th, 1 hit in the 5th after a relatively quiet first 4. This is a team that, as I look at their past scores, they put runs on the board, so they're not out of it by any stretch of the imagination on a 3-0 day. But the Dolphins are looking for a nice... Alright, so, a little meeting on the mound. Dolphins' 3rd pitcher of the day. Philbrick went 4. Jensen came in and did a great job in the 5th, and now he hands the ball to fellow freshman, left-hander Parker White. He's going to face now right fielder, but starting pitcher Joe Fredericks, who's 0 for 2 on the day. Here's the pitch. Fredericks takes high for a ball. 1 ball, no strikes. Two balls, no strikes. Ball gets away from White. See if Parker can settle down. Dolphins lead 3-0 here, top of the 6th inning. Parker White in a 2-0 count. Here's the pitch, and that's low and misses. So, White struggling a little bit early to find his control.
Hey, yo, Spy. You see catcher in the back? Yeah. It is Jerry.
There we go. 3-0 pitch is called strike.
Jeez, that boy's posted. Jerry, you can see him posted up next to Dylan.
All right, so White loses that battle and puts the leadoff hitter on for the Dolphins. Fredericks hustles down to first, and he's on with nobody out. And for the 2nd straight inning, the Seahawks get that critical leadoff runner on. So White's ready to go. Left-handed pitcher takes a look at Fredericks at first. Seahawks chasing 3 here. Got the meat of their order up now. This is their catcher, who takes a called strike. Catcher's 0 for 1. He also walked today. Throw over. White to Angley, and Fredericks dives back in. Those two young men at first know each other. I'm sure there's some fun comments going back and forth. Here we go. White delivers. Fredericks bluffs that he's going and takes high. So it's going to be 1 ball and 1 strike. Freshman Parker White trying to lock himself in here. Runner on first. Nobody down here in the top of the 6th. Here's White's delivery. It's a hard ball and a base hit. So White singles, and the Seahawks got something brewing here in the 6th. 2 on and nobody out. That ball was a laser to left field. And center fielder Doran is coming to the plate. He's 1 for 2 on the day. He had a base hit to right field, if I remember. Two on, nobody out. Dolphins in a jam here. Leading by 3, tying run at the plate. Nobody out in the 6th. Here's the pitch. Strike 1 called. Right-handed center fielder. This young man just missed making a great grab earlier in this game. Popped out of his mitt, but heck of an effort from the young man. White steps off. He's ahead in the count 0-1. Dolphins could use a ground ball double play here. All right, White's ready to go. That ball's outside. 1 ball, 1 strike. One ball, 1 strike. Center fielder is ready to go. Parker White's taking a peek. Glances at his runners. And here's the pitch. Swing and a miss. Strike 2. First and third backup. They were in a little bit thinking about a bunt there, and now they come back. So here we go. Now that White's ahead, 1 ball, 2 strikes, nobody out, 2 on. Top of the 6th inning. Here's the pitch. Fouled out of play on the right-hand side and into the lower school playground. Dolphins ahead 3-0, but Seahawks threatening here in the top of the 6th. They have 2 on and nobody out. 1-2 count for Parker White. Up and away, evens the count at 2-2. Curveball's just not where he wants it quite yet today. 2 balls, 2 strikes, nobody out. Runners at first and second for the Seahawks, who trail 3-0 in the top of the 6th. Parker White comes set. Here's the pitch. That ball is lined down the line. It's a foul ball. So Cox headed over there. Didn't think he was going to be able to get it. We just needed that thing to go foul, and it did. So here we go again. 2 balls, 2 strikes, nobody out. Runners at first and second for the Seahawks. Parker White in a jam here in the 6th. That ball gets through. That ball is hit into the outfield. Shadle will come up, and the bases are going to be loaded. So another good piece of 2-strike hitting there, and all of a sudden, bases loaded. And nobody out. So the Seahawks are in action, or got some action going here. They're in business here in the 6th. Pitching coach for the Dolphins is going to come out and have a chat with the freshman. Might be the first tough outing he's had. He's been rock solid for us all year. It's the first time I've seen teams barrel him up. Fredericks, Pantak, and Doran all put solid swings on that. So, bases loaded with nobody out. Long conversation at the mound. Dolphins ahead 3-0. The bases are loaded with no one out in the top of the 6th for the Seahawks. For their cleanup hitter who doubled last at bat. Dolphins are going to leave White in. All right, so we'll get back to the action now. I think. Long delay. I'm not sure exactly what's going on.
Come on, Doc.
All right. No idea what was going on there, but we're back. Left-handed White, bases loaded, right-handed hitter for the Seahawks. Nobody out in the 6th. Here's the pitch. Drops that one in high. Ball 1. Nowhere to put him. One-0 pitch. Outside corner, strike 1. 1 ball, 1 strike. Big pitch. White's ready. 1-0 pitch. Ball is hit hard, could be 2. Shea to Holland. Holland spins to Angley, stays on the bag for 2. Big double play. Well done. 4-6-3. Holland.
Yeah, you.
Shea grabbed that, flipped it to Holland, who turned and pivoted, threw it over. Angley on the stretch, and that with 1 pitch, they do score a run. Run comes across, but that's
I'll see you, Chester.
that's a big double play. Let's see if White can get out of here with no more damage. So
That's a great snag, Chester.
3-1. Dolphins ahead. Got to put that run on the scoreboard, but they will, I'm sure. 3-1. There it is. 3-1 Dolphins. Big job right there. Induced the ground ball. Got the cleanup hitter to roll that over to Shea, and now we got to get fully out of it. So that's a swing and a miss, and I believe it is a 1-1 count. Did they call that first one a strike? We don't know. Well, now it's 2 strikes because he swung and missed twice. So White, a pitch away from getting himself out of a jam. He loaded the bases, 3 singles to load the bases, a 4-6-3 double play, and the Dolphins a pitch away from getting back in with a 2-run cushion. Left-hander comes set. Here's the pitch. Fouled back. We'll do it again. Here's the pitch. Fouled back again. We'll do it again. 1 ball, 2 strikes, 2 outs. A run in and a runner on third. Fredericks came in to score on the 4-6-3 double play. Here's the pitch. Popped, foul, and out of play. Down the left field line. And we'll do it again. Left-handed hitter staying alive, doing a nice job staying alive. It's 0 for 2 on the day. White steps off. Here we go. Here's the 1-2 pitch. He struck him out. Parker White got himself in a jam, got himself out of it pretty dang well. So whatever pitching coach came out and said, it worked. I think he said throw a ground ball double play and then strike the next guy out. Dolphins lead. So that's 3 hits, 1 left, 1 in, no errors, and after 5.5, Finns lead 3-1. Dolphins come up in the bottom of the 6th with, let's check, first baseman Angley, catcher Dye, and then we'll flip the lineup and get Bryce Jones for a fourth time. Looks like a little bit of some defensive shifting going on here. Looks like Reynolds is going to stay in, but Fredericks now comes over to center field. The second baseman's out and left. Dolphins have a little action going in the bullpen. They've got, I believe that's Kenny Shadle getting up, and he is kind of taking over the role of closer for us. So it looks like he's going to maybe come in and try to close out the inning, which would mean someone's got to pop into right field. Christian Moore might jump out into right field and finish the game in right field for the Dolphins.
Am I still on Saturday? You're on Saturday?
All right, so let's see. I think this is still Reynolds. It is. The right-hander's going to face Angley. Angley's 0 for 1. He sacrificed Harper Cox III, who scored on a ground ball in the fourth inning. Grounded out to second base to end the first inning. Dolphins have had multiple opportunities to kind of crack this open, and the Seahawks have stayed in it. And here we go. First pitch to Angley. Takes a knee-high fastball, strike one. Sophomore DH first baseman is ready to go, and here's the pitch. Angley fouls that straight back. In an 0-2 hole right away. Sophomore is also a varsity soccer player and a basketball player here at Cape Henry. He's in an 0-2 hole. And here we go. Well, Angley steps out.
If there's no conflict, yeah. I'm just saying.
Here's the pitch. Angley hits a ground ball. Shortstop bobbles it, throws it over. Got him. Thought he might have beat that out. 6-3 put out. And McCadden Dial come to the plate. McCadden is, we did call that a hit, so he's 1 for 2. He had the infield in the fourth inning, and he hit a hard ground ball. It got through the shortstop, and he got a hit and an RBI there, which is an important third run for the Finns. And now he comes up with nobody on and 1 out in the sixth. Just misses, 1-0. Dolphins got 2 in the first and 1 in the fourth. Seahawks got 1 in the top of the sixth. Dye swings and misses there. Seahawks did have the bases loaded with nobody out in that top of the sixth. So Parker White did a great job. Got a ground ball double play to get out of it. Dye swings and misses there, and it's 1 ball and 2 strikes on the freshman catcher. Dolphins lead 3-1, bottom of sixth, 1 down.
Shirley T.
And here's the pitch. Outside, 2 balls and 2 strikes. Here's the pitch to Dye. Just misses high, and we'll go 2 balls. Actually, let's make it 3 balls and 2 strikes on the freshman catcher. 3 balls, 2 strikes, 1 out. Bottom of 6 with a 3-0 lead for the Finns. And Dye earns the walk. So the freshman fell behind in the count and then got back into it. And he'll head down to first base, and he's on base for the first time today. Now they'll bring up Bryce Jones, senior captain.
Let's go, Jones!
Bryce, 0 for 1 with the base on balls today.
Come on, Jones!
Also, I believe he got hit by a pitch. He did get hit by a pitch. Reynolds ready to go. Right-hander.
Reynolds going to throw a muff in the Jones here.
Outside 1-0. Let's see if the Dolphins send Hart here. He's got some wheels at first. He's coming into courtesy run for catcher McCadden-Dye.
He said just by the yearly for him.
Ball is hit back up the middle. Touch to second. Over to first. And another double play. So a 6-3 unassisted double play. 6-3 or 4-3? 4-3 unassisted double play. There he stepped on second and threw it over. 4-3 double play. And so we're going to go to the top of the 7th. Dolphins need 3 outs to win this one. They lead 3-0. It looks like White's going to come back out and take the ball. Bats really didn't get going today. The Dolphins were able to muster 6 hits, but didn't really barrel a whole lot of balls up. I believe Kenny Shadle's hit to right's probably the hardest hit ball we had today. But that's baseball. You have to hit it hard, have to hit it to the right spot. So White goes back to first. Shadle comes in. Shadle in to pitch. Andrew Hart will stay in and play left field. Kenny Shadle will go from left field to pitcher. Parker White goes back from pitcher to first base. Keeps him in the lineup. Angley goes from first base back to DH. Keep up with all that. And Yoon, Holland, and Wickham stay as they've been at second, short, and third. Jones in center, Cox in left, Kenny Shadle looking for the save. Dolphins lead 3-1.
What up, Jones? I see you in center field, Jones.
All right, Shadle wrapping up his warm-up pitches.
We need you, Kenny.
Kenny will be the fourth pitcher of the day, and he is going to come in to face McGowan, Wood, and Beasley.
We need you steady.
6, 7, and 8 hitter in the lineup, but this is a young man who McGowan doubled the last time up.
That's Shadle on the mound.
All right.
Go, double 4!
Shadle to come in and look to close. He's taken the role over for the Dolphins. Done a nice job since he's been asked to take over, and so let's see what we got. Shadle's going to face first baseman McGowan, who's 1 for 3 on the day. Doubled his last at-bat to the gap. And here's the first pitch. High.
EKS has got some heat on that.
Shadle starts him out with a high fastball, no biting on that. Comes back, misses again high. See, let's get Kenny here locked in and challenging. 2-0 count to the first baseman, who's 1 for 3 on the day. Seahawks trail 3-1 here in the top of the 7th inning. Here's the pitch, up and away. So Shadle's struggling early to find the zone. Let's get him locked in right now. Here's the pitch. And he gets an inside strike. Fastball in on the inside corner, called strike. 3-1. We'll have to see if chasing 2 runs here, if they're swinging on 3-1. And they're not, and he takes that for ball 4. That was right around that spot that I felt like Reynolds and Philbrick got some calls. Kennedy doesn't get it. And the tying run comes to the plate.
Come on!
Left fielder Wood comes to the plate. He is 0 for 2 with a strikeout today.
Let's go. Nice, Junior.
Here we go. 44 Kenny Shadle on the mound. Runner at first. Here's the pitch. Strike 1.
Good pitch.
Shadle gets ahead there.
Junior.
3-1 Dolphins. 1 on, nobody out on the top of the 7th. Seahawks at the plate. Strike 2. So So Shadle pours 2 over to the left fielder. And he's way ahead at 0-2. Foul back on the 0-2 pitch, so Kenny looked to pump that one away, and that was fouled off, and Wood lives to see another pitch. Here we go, 1-2, nobody out, 1 on. And here's the pitch. Low and away. 1 ball, 2 strikes.
Junior!
Shadle 1-2 on Wood, the left fielder. The lefty is ready. He's in the box. Shadle staring into the signs, takes a glance over at the runner, comes set. Fouled back. A little late on that. He put that out over the left field line.
Junior.
Snipes!
He's staying alive.
Snipes!
All right, Wood's ready to go. Shadle looking over at that runner at first. He's got a 1-2 count. Nobody down, top of 7. Struck him out! So Kenny pulled the string there. That was a changeup. That high, fluttering changeup. He swung through that. And that's a big first out for the Finns.
Wiggle one.
Kenny now will be facing second baseman Beasley, who's 0 for 2 on the day.
There you go.
That's high. 1-0. Leadoff hitter for Atlantic Shores walked. Second hitter just struck out there on a 1-2 changeup. Great pitch by Shadle. And he starts off the third hitter in the inning high with a fastball. Comes back with the dead red fastball, taken all the way.
I clocked that one at 86.
That was clocked with the hand radar eye gun at 86. We don't know if it's miles per hour or kilometers, but it's okay. Shadle's ready. Thinks about it, holds off, and that ball was called high. 2 balls, 1 strike. Shadle's ready. Beasley's ready. That ball's fouled straight back, so Shadle's got him at 2-2 now. Let's see if Kenny can put away the second baseman, E. Beasley. All right, here we go. 2-2 pitch with 1 down coming up. Shadle looking to get the Dolphins their second out. Here's the 2-2 pitch. He struck him out looking inside corner fastball. And the Dolphins with 2 down here in the top of the 7th. Jay Reynolds, who's their shortstop and then came in to pitch second, did a really nice job pitching. He now comes up and 2 down for the Dolphins. Need an out for the dub. Here's the pitch. It's hit to Yoon. Yoon gets up throwing. And the Dolphins win! Shadle puts his hand in the air. Chalk up another save for Kenny Shadle. A win for Justin Philbrick. And the Dolphins run the record to 10-3. They step out of conference and they play a great defensive ball game. They beat Atlantic Shores 3-1 on a gorgeous Wednesday afternoon. Dolphins will be back in action Friday at Norfolk Academy, Saturday home against Benedictine. Tomorrow you can catch Cape Henry TV covering the girls Dolphins soccer matchup against Norfolk. Our boys lacrosse team will also be in action.